Welcome in once again to the Saville Community Sports Center on the campus of the University of Alberta in Edmonton. It is the final game of preliminary round play between Brazil and Argentina. The winner of this game wins Group B and faces Cuba in the semifinals at 6 o'clock on Saturday. The loser of this game plays Canada at 3:30 in the first semifinal game on Saturday. So basically these two teams are playing for the Group A championship, but they're also playing for the right to avoid playing Canada in the semifinals. Good evening and welcome in. I'm Craig Fada alongside my partner Chantal Vallée. We've got a good one coming up. It's Argentina and Brazil, and regardless of the sport, regardless of the gender, regardless of the level, when you talk about Argentina and Brazil, both teams are going to be giving it everything they have. You look up and down the lineups. For Argentina, they're starting Macarena Rosset, Ornella Santana, Melissa Greder, the fine point guard, Gisela Vega and Stephanie Thomas. Brazil starting Taina de Paixão, Isiane Castro Marquez, Karina Jacobi, Nadia Collado, and Isabella Ramona. And it's going to be fun to watch the battle between Vega and Collado. Chantal Vallée, if you had to give an edge to one of these teams and one of those post players, Vega or Collado, who would it be?
Well, Collado has the size advantage. She's almost 6'5". Vega, a very, very good post player that has been playing so well for Argentina. The coach just before the game said, "Oh, we're so proud of Vega the way she's playing right now," but I think Collado might have the advantage just because of her size.
Vega with the experience at age 33. Collado at age 26. Teams exchanging their final greetings. A couple of very fine point guards in this one. Melissa Greder for Argentina. Isiane Castro, or rather Taina de Paixão for Brazil. Ball's in the air and we are underway. Thomas over to Vega, driving on Collado, kicking it out to Greder. And to shoot, Greder on the penetration. Now into Vega, she shoots it up over Collado, Collado with the block.
Here's the first look at the matchup, and right away Collado demonstrates her size by blocking Vega's shot.
Jumper by Isiane, no good.
See here how Vega turns around on a jumper. And the ball is blocked by Collado.
Ramona, the floater, no good. Gets her own rebound. Out to Paixão. Collado, 2 to shoot. She puts it up. Good looking shot, but it did not fall.
I like the fact that Collado was stopped by Vega. Could have tried to drive in, but also had to take the jump shot.
Greder. She pulls up from the right elbow. Good shot by Greder.
It would be a big advantage for Argentina if Melissa Greder kept scoring and shooting the ball, something she doesn't do often.
Good defense that time by Santana. Greder all the way.
What a layup on transition, and she went for the contact.
Thomas pokes it out of bounds. It goes off of Isabella Ramona. And that'll be Argentina ball.
Look at this layup. Goes for the contact, up and under, flicks it, a little bit of rotation on the ball, brings the ball through the hoop.
Fair number of fans have stuck around for this game. Maybe the Canada fans want to scout these two teams.
I think that's exactly what it is. They want to see who will try to stop Canada next.
Santana with the pretty left-hand drive.
Now Argentina starting so good. A rematch of last year's South American Championship where Brazil won against Argentina.
Greder on the attack. Look out to Thomas. She drives. Out to Rossette. Now to Vega underneath. Her shot off the glass won't go.
Great passing. Too bad they couldn't finish on that shot.
We saw the Argentines put on a passing clinic yesterday. Collado mishandles that pass. It goes out of bounds.
She is struggling defensively with Vega on defense. Look at that passing. Oh, that's the basket from Santana.
Thomas on the left wing to Greder. Picked up by Paixão. Now Vega back out to Greder. 5 to shoot. Long 3 on the way. Jacoby bobbled up along the baseline. Collado has it, and she gives Brazil their first 2 points at the 6:46 mark of the first quarter.
Collado should be touching the ball almost every single offense for Brazil.
Stephanie Thomas misses. Is he on? Oh, a little dipsy-do move under Thomas. Nothing she could do about that.
Isian driving to the basket as opposed to shooting the 3 yesterday. Was not successful at the long range. That's what she's got to do.
Thomas tried to get it to Vega on the roll, but it was deflected by Collado. 5 to shoot. Shot blocked out of bounds. Rossette tried to drive.
What a reaction from Collado. I think she screamed after that block for about 3 seconds. Good block, and we missed the reaction on the screen, but he screamed.
Argentina could not get the shot off before the 24-second clock expired. So that's a shot clock violation. Argentina still leading 6-4. Paixão to Isian inside, and we're tied at 6.
I like Isian flashing, trying to post up on a smaller Argentinian defender.
Vega working on Collado. That's going to be the first foul on Collado.
Her arms were fairly straight up, but Vega did a good job going under the armpit to try to draw the foul.
And Collado brought that left arm over.
A little bit, yeah.
Every defender, whoever gets called, always stands there and puts their arms straight up in the air and says, I was vertical.
Argentina in a 2-3 zone.
3 on the way, rebound Vega. Greder to Thomas, bang!
She nailed so many of these 3 between her and Rossette yesterday. Argentina is playing very well right now. They're doing everything they need to do, offensively and defensively. Oh, there's going to be a technical foul. Double foul instead. Okay, and the okay.
Yeah, sportsmanlike on Collado.
So the referee turned around and there's the.
Oh yeah,
she looked and
looks
went
in and chest bumps her.
Yeah, and instead you see when she raised her two arm, she changed from a technical foul to unsportsmanlike.
Well, Collado losing her cool a little bit there. She didn't like the foul call at the other end, and now she picks up the unsportsmanlike. Get a good look at the big center from Brazil, Nadia Collado.
What the referee signaled, she attempted to signal a technical foul and then raised her two arms up in the air, which is a sign for a disqualifying foul. So she signaled Collado being disqualified.
I thought I saw the grasp of the wrist.
No, she went like this.
Really?
And then when she came to the table, she called unsportsmanlike. So the Argentina coach was saying, well, you just got disqualified. That's what they were discussing with each other in Spanish. And she was saying, my fault, mea culpa, my fault. I made the wrong sign. I didn't mean unsportsmanlike, which is what I call at the table. I know I made the sign for disqualifying, but in all eventuality, she actually ended up making the right call. Not the right sign, but
yes,
the right call.
So 2 shots and the ball. Santana shooting. Collado definitely losing her cool a little bit. And an unsportsmanlike, I'd have to refresh my memory on the rules. I don't know if it's the same as a technical if you get a second one if you're disqualified. Redder, the quick move to the bucket, and that falls in. 15-6 in favor of Argentina. Aishao. Her drive won't go, and Stephanie Thomas the breakaway. Argentina up 11, 17-6.
Brazil not playing well as a team, and the unsportsmanlike of Collado is a demonstration of that frustration.
Now Luis Zanon making some substitutions. Paixão and Ramona sit down. Deborah da Costa comes in, as does Jackie De Paula. Outside, no good. Rebound. Another shot by Rosette won't go.
Offensive rebound from Karina. Brazil has not particularly been a good rebounding team. It's not an emphasis that they put in the program. But if Karina, Collado, Jack even, they can keep crashing the offensive boards.
3:10 to play first quarter. Stephanie Thomas, and now an offensive foul called. That one against Santana as she was battling with Karina down low.
See, like Santana pushing with her left arm right in Karina's throat.
Karina selling it a little bit too.
Well, Greg, we found the answer to your question. A player shall be disqualified for the remainder of the game when he or she is charged with 2 unsportsmanlike fouls.
So essentially it's the same as a technical.
Straight from the FIBA referee guideline.
Collado is stripped on the way up and a foul called, and Argentina does not like that. That's going to be on Santana, her second.
Nice trapping defense. Very good game plan from Coach Santander, who knows that Collado is the issue for them, the size advantage. So trying to double when she gets the ball, great idea, just no fouls.
So Agostina Borrani comes on for Argentina. A 10-point lead for the Argentines. Collado hits both. 17-8. Collado has 4. Borrani handing it back to Gretter. Into the corner. Time to shoot. Gretter. Jacoby picks up the foul as Vega hits the deck. There's a little bit of a push there, but Vega, I think, tripped more than anything. Foul nonetheless. Thomas. Off the glass, no. Collado the rebound. Gives it to Izian. Should mention our officials this game: Antonio Vega, Kendall Henry, and Hortensia Sanchez. FIBA Commissioner Ian Yearwood for this game. And Brazil now with 10. Vega, quick move on Collado. And a foul on Collado.
Vega rips and goes so well on the baseline. Surprisingly fast on that move. She does 2 things very fast. That rip and go. She can go right and left. And the spin move.
And that is 3 fouls on Collado. Vega misses the free throw. So Vega comes out, Fiorado comes on. Gonzalez on as well. Did not see who else exited for Argentina. A little pressure. Borrani got her hand on that one. Time to shoot. Is he on? Had her pass deflected. Yeah. And then she commits the foul. Bad play there by Izian.
And Brazil is so frustrated. Not playing with poise. An unnecessary foul here that is going to bring Argentina to shoot bonus.
So Borrani to the free throw line. She's averaging 7.3 points and 6.3 rebounds per game in this tournament. 18 minutes a game off the bench. Second free throw is good. And it's a 9-point lead for Argentina.
Argentina still in their 2-3 zone. They change it once in a while, but they've been successful at it so far.
Nice jumper by Isian from the right side. 19-12, coming up on a minute to play, first quarter. Gonzalez. Her jumper rattles in.
Argentina is shooting the ball so well. 43% of the two, 50% of the three.
40 seconds to go. Shot clock at 8. Isian in the corner, around the screen. Now the feed to Jacoby. Karina goes up, can't score. Argentina the rebound, that was Pavone. Now Barani, they let Barani just go. She misses the layup. And a foul on the floor. And a technical foul called against Karina.
Well, the referee calling the foul on right here. We're going to see offensive rebound. Players are battling.
They call the foul on Karina.
Yeah, so that's going to be 2 fouls in a row. Nice basket before. So what happened basically is the referee judged Karina was being a little over intense, so he whistled his own whistle about 6 or 7 times to signal the foul. That didn't, Karina didn't like that. She told him back, hey, you don't need to whistle that many times, and then the other referee gave her a technical for that.
But they didn't shoot the technical. They only shot the foul on the floor.
You're right.
Unless that was a warning.
Maybe that was a warning because she only has 1 foul on the stat sheet. It must have been a warning, next time technical.
Costa with the drive, Barani, now Gonzalez. So at the end of the first quarter, Argentina leading 21-12. We expected this game would be a little chippy, and it is. The 2 South American rivals, Argentina and Brazil. Second quarter action when we come back. After 1 quarter, it's Argentina 21, Brazil 12. Argentina from the floor, 7 of 17 for 41%, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Brazil, 5 of 17 for just 29%, 0 for 1 from distance, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Leading scorer for Argentina, Greder with 6. Isian has 8 for Brazil. But Brazil losing their composure a little bit in that first quarter. One unsportsmanlike against Colado, a warning for a technical foul.
Well, if Brazil is going to get back in the game. They're going to need more three-point shooting from Jackie, Ramona, Patty, Paxiao, and better poise from their post players.
Gonzalez around the screen. It looked like she had Fioretto on the roll, but now that was Fioretto scoring anyway. 23-15. Pass inside a little too high for Kelly Santos. Nice ball movement as you see the quick hook there from Fioretto.
Yes,
offensive foul called against Sandra Pavone.
Excellent call from the referee. Look at the push-off here from Pavone. A great defensive position.
Yeah, she anticipated where the ball handler was going. Now another foul against Pavone as she pushes Gamora Justino out of the way.
Well, the referees are calling tight, but rightfully so. The game has been very emotional, high energy. Trying to go through the screen, you're not allowed to push a player like that.
Santos working her way in. Good defense there by Fioretto. Argentina hanging on to an 8-point lead. Boquete, Irani. Now Boquete, one to shoot, she's got to put it up. Misses everything, and shot clock violation against Argentina. Vega getting set to check back in for Argentina. Jackie on the drive. Stolen away.
The surging through their individual defense paid off. And yet another steal and fast break from Argentina.
That was Deborah Gonzalez giving Argentina a 10-point lead again. Paixão pulls up for three. Rebound Boquete. Gonzalez now for three. Irani ping-ponged around in there, no call. Now Paixão to Da Costa. And a block called.
Well, she's, you know, you gotta love the emotion after every foul call from both the Brazilians and the Argentine. But look at this, she has both of her heels on the no charge zone. Of course, she had good position. Yes, she was set before the contact, but her heels were in the zone. Maybe that's what she's unhappy about.
Making sure they had the number right on the foul. It was against Pavone, her third. Shot misses as Hortensia Sanchez has issued her third warning for a technical foul. That one to the bench of Argentina. And she is taking no demonstration or conversation or anything from players or coaches. She wants to show everyone that she is in control. Fioretto's jump shot no good.
Well, you know, she's doing a very good job here because this is an emotional game. None of these girls, none of these teams wants to play Canada, first of all, tomorrow. It's also a rematch of the South American Championship in which Brazil had beaten Argentina, the same championship where Vega tore her ACL and left halfway through the game. And I was witnessing this championship on the way to the championship game in Ambato, Ecuador, a year ago, exactly to this date. Argentina was chanting against Brazil in the lobby as Brazil was exiting to get on the bus. On the way back, when Brazil won with the trophy, they chanted in Argentina's face. Officials had to be called in the lobby. It was quite something.
I remember you telling me that story. That was pretty wild. And now a whistle. Christian Santander just trying to get an explanation. He's told to go back into his coaching box. Oh, beautiful inbounds play.
Yeah. Oh, Brazil is just not focused. I mean, the backdoor screen on the sideline out of bounds. Every coach's favorite play. Good foul drawn by Vega, but that's just Karina trying to look at this out of bounds. Boquete cutting back door on a back screen. No communication from Brazil. The only communication Brazil is doing right now is chirping at each other and at the ref.
Argentina, meanwhile, maintains a 12-point lead, make it 13. 29-16, 5:36 to play, second quarter. Brazil started off the quarter with a little bit of a run. But so far, Argentina has outscored the Brazilians 8-4 in the second quarter. Arena loses it. Beg your pardon, that was Isabella Ramona. Now a three from Boquete. Bang!
Yes, what a shot! That forces a timeout. Coach Zanon has seen enough, and look at the exclamation on Argentina. Smiles, high fives. They're focused.
32-16 in favor of Argentina. More second quarter action from Edmonton when we come back. Argentina with a 16-point lead over their South American rival, Brazil. Nice Nice move underneath by Kelly Santos, but she could not connect. Argentina and Brazil, rivals and neighbors in South America. Vega hitting from 17 feet.
That's amazing. I like the intensity from Argentina. They're just playing so great with great poise on defense, great poise on offense. Another turnover.
Isian made a nice move, but then she was bottled up by Santana.
No.
Thomas grabbed by Deborah Da Costa.
And the fake spin.
I thought they were going to get Da Costa.
Oh, the charger with the offensive foul, the wraparound. Okay, okay.
That's a good call.
I think so.
I thought it was Da Costa that grabbed her that precipitated the swing of that arm.
What's really important is always to call the first foul. One action, we create another foul, and sometimes the referee do miss the person that committed the first foul, and they call the reaction.
Shot clock at 4. Poked out of bounds by Santana. 3 to shoot. Costa gets it off and hits. Good shot by Deborah.
Yes, she's a warrior. She also is probably the most poised player on the team. So good to see her on the floor, keeping her team in check.
16-point lead for Argentina, 34-18. Thomas on the drive, spinning off the glass and good. Argentina, 52% from 2-point range. Now Da Costa for 3, bang!
We talked about her being poised, and that's exactly what Brazil needs. Da Costa shooting a 3-point shot like that.
Argentina takes timeout with exactly 3 minutes to play in the second quarter, still with a 15-point lead, but they want to try to stop some of this momentum that Brazil has built. The lead down to 15. I don't know if Argentina can continue to rely on shooting at this kind of clip for the remainder of the game, nor can they rely on Brazil giving the ball up as much. Brazil with 9 turnovers so far. Argentina with only 3. And you see Luis Zanon, and if you speak Portuguese, you have an idea of what he's saying. Isian leading the way with 8 points for Brazil. Thomas and Vega each with 7 for Argentina. Gretter with 6. And how about Macarena Rosset, the hero yesterday? She has not scored a point yet. Gretter just about had her pocket picked. I can't believe there was no foul there. She was grabbed and held and then pushed over. And now a technical foul called against Christian Santander.
I like the way that this game is being refereed. Of course, he was upset trying to protect his player. Gretter, who took a shot, and unless she just fell on her own. Yeah, how can they not have called that foul? That is a missed call. But look at Coach Santana, both arms up.
See, now in my book, that does not warrant a technical foul. He's standing there. He's not out on the court. He's not yelling and screaming. He's just got his arms extended out over his head. That's a quick trigger on a technical foul.
He might have been past his little coaching box. But didn't they get a warning on the bench before?
They did get a warning.
You're right. Maybe that was a little quick.
Nicely defended by Boquete. Oh, and a nice slip inside.
What a pass from Melissa Greder. Focused after she didn't get the call at this pass. She's signaling to Santana, cut back door. And Costa with the foul.
First foul on Deborah. First free throw, no good. Second free throw, rattles around and out. Lead down to 14, 2:10 to play, second quarter. Ball out of bounds off of the hand of Vega. Quick hands.
Yeah, good defensive anticipation.
Plenty of time for Brazil to set up an offensive play. Izian driving on Vega. She pokes it out of there. And then Boquete, another great defensive play. Beg your pardon, that was Santana.
Look at the wheels on Melissa Greder.
And she got pushed from behind by Paixão. Oh, and a beautiful outlet pass to Izian, and Vega draws the foul. Good hard foul, making sure she can't get the shot off.
And she raised her hand right away. Signaling, yeah, don't give me an intentional. I try to go for the ball.
Well, and a good foul. She missed the first free throw. Second free throw misses. Coming up on a minute 30. Gonzalez spinning into the lane, out to Thomas, three-pointer. And Brazil running. Pass a little too long, but saved nicely by Ramona. Now Gamara Justino up under the bucket, drawing the foul.
It's Vega's second on almost the same play, trying to block the shot.
Barani in for Argentina, along with Fiorado. The lead's down to 12, 36-24. In favor of Argentina, a minute 10 to play in the first half. Greder picked up the dribble, and then Deborah da Costa reached in with the hand and committed the foul.
Deborah's second foul. As soon as two hands are placed on the ball handler, automatic foul.
Greder around the screen, now baseline. Not sure if she was shooting it or trying to throw it up to Barani. Now to Costa, the offensive foul. And Michelle Hendry on the TSN feed a couple of seats away. She had that call. Before everybody even stopped moving, she was signaling that was an offensive foul.
And that's as quick like that Deborah's third foul, so she goes to the bench and Patty comes in.
Oh, beautiful feed underneath to Fioretto.
Great passing.
And Christian Santander wants timeout. 14-point lead. It's going to be Argentina ball when they come back from the timeout with 19.6 seconds left.
On that to miss pass, Coach Zanon jumped, moved his arm up in the air. I mean, that was quite acrobatic. He is not happy and very non-verbally demonstrative about his unhappiness with his team.
38-24 Argentina. Brazil shooting 32% from the field. 8 of 25 overall, 6 of 21 from two-point range. Argentina, meanwhile, 45%, 14 of 31 overall. Not very good from the free throw line. 8 of 14. And you have the feeling that Brazil is going to have a run in them. And Argentina is going to have to make some free throws. So 19.6 left in the half, and it's Argentina ball.
Collado still hasn't seen the action after she sat down after committing her third personal foul in the first half.
Argentina into the front court. Plenty of time to set up a play. 10 left on the clock. Thomas driving. Goes baseline, kicks it out to Greder. Now a three. No good. Is he on the rebound? 2-1. She does not get it off. And the first half will end with Argentina ahead by 14, 38-24. Let's take a look at the halftime numbers. Again, Argentina, 45% from the floor, 29% from three-point range, just 57% from the line. Brazil, 32% from the floor, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, 6 of 9 for 67% from the free throw line. Rebounds in favor of Argentina, 17-13, which with Collado out there, or rather Collado not out there, you would expect that Argentina might have that edge, and they do. Is he on with 8 points for Brazil, leading the way, and Gisela Vega and Stephanie Thomas each with 7 for Argentina. So no doubt Luis Zanon will be having a conversation with his team at halftime. And if you were Luis Zanon, what would you say?
Well, everybody's got to calm down. I mean, Brazil is playing absolutely with way too much emotions, undisciplined, yelling at each other, yelling at the referees. They really have to be in check, be poised. I believe that they can be a better team than Argentina if they're able to focus. They've beaten Argentina several times over the past few years, and they need to get the job done by relaxing a little bit.
Argentina outscoring Brazil 21-12 in the first and 17-12 in the second. You expect that Brazil is going to have some sort of offensive explosion at some point. We'll see when it happens in the second half when we come back from Edmonton.
championship round robin portion of the tournament.
I forgot it. I'll bring it on the weekend. No, I'll have it with the weekend. No. There's no games tomorrow.
Another beautiful night in Edmonton as we get set to wrap up the 2015 FIBA America's Women's Championship round robin portion of the tournament. Final game, and it's Argentina leading Brazil 38-24. And for the fans that stuck around after the Canadian game, they're being treated to a dandy. We've had unsportsmanlike fouls, we've had technical fouls, and we've had a lot of emotion from Argentina, and obviously that has led to a nice 14-point lead, Michelle.
Yeah, I've seen this from Argentina over the many years that I've played against them, and they are fueled by this emotion, and you can see it every time they hit a basket. And it's not just the person that scored, it's the whole team, and it's the bench. And we've seen after this shot, Vega's gonna come down, and it's always the two-hand fist pump, and that I usually see from Brazil, and I haven't seen it quite yet.
Well, we may see it in the second half of action. Right now, though, Brazil shooting 28% on two-point field goals. They are 50% from beyond the arc, but they will need to get these things going. Rebounds right now being slightly out-rebounded. That could change if Colhado is able to come back into this game. She's got 3 fouls right now. She's been in foul trouble, but they need her and Izzy Ann to step up.
Yep, they do. And Izzy Ann, she hits a couple good buckets, and you think, okay, she's going to get them going, but then nobody else is helping her. And we get steals, and we get in there, and there's Colhado again hitting, but they only have a couple points, and they're just going to need to do so much more for them to win this game.
Those Brazilian fans, you know who they want to see. They want to see Colhado for 20 minutes, if they can, in the second half of this game, and Brazil is going to need her. They trail Argentina 38-24 in the final round-robin game at the FIBA America Women's Championship in Edmonton.
Maybe it's an upset, maybe it's not. But Argentina leads Brazil 38-24 coming out of halftime. The story is the Argentine defense. They've been holding Brazil to 12 points a quarter through the first 2 quarters of this game. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be very difficult for Brazil to come back regardless of what else Argentina accomplishes offensively. And I think Christian Santander was just talking with the scorer's table, getting clarification on that technical foul. The technical foul, according to Hortensia Sanchez, was issued to the bench, not necessarily to him personally.
Yes, because all the coaches were up and the bench was up. Now that makes a lot of sense. Only one coach can remain standing at the time, and sometimes some referee will be even more tough with that and say only the head coach, period, can stand.
And that is a written FIBA rule that only one coach can be up at a time.
Correct.
Doesn't necessarily specify the head coach, but as you say, the officials on the floor can make that designation. Brazil with a quick bucket to start off the third quarter. Boquete, 8 to shoot. Gretter from the free throw line. That won't go, but the rebound taken out of there nicely by Santana. Boquete the floater, Collado the rebound.
I like the way Brazil came back and played good defense, communicating with each other. They seem more in tune now. I think they have refocused.
Vega with the turnaround hook shot. That wouldn't go. Ramona over to Paixão. She drives. Steps back from Santana. Her jump shot no good, but Collado the rebound and the putback and in.
Good to see Collado back if she can focus and remain in the game without explosion of character like we've seen in the first half. She'll be a great help and may lead Brazil to come back.
She's got 3 fouls, one of them an unsportsmanlike.
A chest bump over Santana.
Oh, a tough shot by Boquete.
Wow, nice hook shot here. No help on the drive from Boquete.
Ramona for 3. Vega and Collado battling for the rebound. Collado gets it but misses the putback.
Not a bad option if you know you can shoot the 3 and miss, and you've got Collado under.
Now that shot shouldn't count. I don't believe it will. It went up through the cylinder and back down through.
Correct.
Pretty creative by Boquete, though.
Not sure if she had planned that one, Greg.
Foul was on Patricia Ribeiro, her first. Goes by Patty on the back of her jersey. Second free throw, no good. Boy, in Brazil fighting for it among themselves. Goes out of bounds, and it's Argentina ball.
Yep, step on the line.
Now the floater by Gretter is in. She demonstrates excitedly to her bench.
What a display of footwork defensively to come back and stop Paxiao.
Collado can't get it to go over Vega. Collado with the steal.
I wanted this ball to go back to Collado, but will take the 3 from Isian. Her first 3 in the tournament. She's now 1 for 11. She was 0 for 10 until this game today.
Isian makes it a 12-point game, 43-31. Luis Zanon wants timeout. Vega working on Collado. Back out to Santana, back into Vega. Her shot stuffed by Collado. Argentina's got to hustle back. Rosset. Vega just about stole that one. Now another 3 on the way. Bang!
That will bring. And well, Coach Zanon will not be taking his timeout. He's signaling something about somebody's shoes. Did somebody lose her shoe? First 3-point from Isian. Her first 3-point of the tournament and her first in 11 shots.
So Brazil back to within 9. Gretter with 5 to shoot. And a foul again on Patricia Ribeiro.
She is stuck behind Santana. Santana posting up very well, and at this point, it's better to just let the ball go.
Oh, Collado picking up her 4th.
Let's see here. She is on Vega. There's a handoff. Well, yeah.
Yeah, she's holding her.
It is. She is holding her, and she created that first. She's the one putting her arm around Vega, but she can't believe it.
She was, again, very demonstrative, screeching no, and then stomping her foot on the floor. She's very lucky she did not draw the wrath of Hortensia Sanchez.
That would have been her 5th foul. Maybe the ref was a little considerate.
And now Vega with the reach in from behind.
A great post up from Gil on Vega. It's going to be Vega's 3rd foul. That's it. What is good here from the referees is the consistency of the calls. Every time the arm comes around, it is a quick whistle. Players do not like that. But at least there is consistency.
So Fioretto comes in. Now DeCosta with the jumper, no.
Whoa.
And a foul on
Gil
Justino. She's the one who ended up on the floor.
Yep.
See if we can see what happened here.
She gets pushed a little bit from Fioretto.
Boy, I don't know how that's a foul
Yeah.
on Justino. Gretter. Santana shuffled the feet. Good call.
You see the players starting to play referee as she travel. Costa, Deborah Costa, number 5. Yeah, definitely travel signaling to the referee. Yeah, that was a good call too.
Now Isian on the drive.
Now Isian did make a 3, but what she does the best is attacking the basket like this. And if she can continue to drive right, that's what she needs to do.
The lead is 7, 43-36. 4:50 to play. Gretter back to Fioretto. Now Gretter lobs it inside. Beautiful pass inside to Santana.
Incredible pass.
Again, she could not have placed it any better had she walked up and handed it to her. Now a bump by Santana. And Isian will go to the free throw line.
Good to see Isian active again. She just scored a basket 24 seconds ago on that same drive, and she's challenging Santana to stop her. Santana has not been successful yet stopping Isian on that drive.
Free throw good. It's that unusual motion again where she actually takes it out of her shooting hand briefly.
But if she makes them,
yeah,
we take them.
Fioretto over to Gretter, 7 to shoot. Gretter on the attack, spinning into the lane, hanging. Tried to get it to Santana. It was poked out of bounds. It'll be Argentina ball with 4 to shoot. Barani in now for Argentina. That was Santana that sat down. Long jumper was off for Boquete. Now Barani whistled for the foul.
But you know, again, the referee's being consistent at least on both sides of the floor immediately on the post-up player. Again, see Barani, arms around, foul, automatic. Very respectable to be consistent like that.
And Justino has been very difficult in the paint for Argentina's defenders. She's been getting good position and getting it quickly, forcing the defenders to foul. And now another foul called, this one on Boquete.
From who else? No other than Isian, driving right. Scored a bucket against Santana, drew a foul on Santana. Santana goes on the bench and Fioretto gets caught on the same play.
The lead down to 6, now 5.
And a timeout, Argentina.
Argentina led by as many as 18 points. Brazil back to within 5 at 45-40. Brazil outscoring Argentina 21-2. I beg your pardon. 16 to 7. Just looking at the numbers backwards. If you want all the numbers, you can find them out online, FIBAAmericas.com. And follow us on Twitter and on Instagram at FIBA. on Facebook as well, or you can interact on Twitter with the coach. Coach Chantal Vallée sitting to my right. You can tweet her at Coach Vallée, V-A-L-L-E-E. If you've got a question for her, or if you want to say hello, wherever you're watching in from around the world, we'd love to hear from you. Had a viewer from Australia say hello during the Canada-Cuba game. I think so far that's the farthest one we've had.
Look at Ezian. We talked about a player here that is fairly right-handed dominant. Most, if not all of her shots are taken on the right side of the floor. And the sole three-point shot she's made this tournament, 1 for 11.
Now Argentina loses it. Brazil creeping ever closer. 3:33 in the third. Ezian. Over to Jackie. She drives, pulls up from the free throw line. Barani. Boy, no call there as she was shoved with the arm by Justino. And now a call at the other end by Jackie DePaula.
I understand the coach's frustration here because this will bring Argentina to shoot 2 foul shot on bonus, and a completely unnecessary foul from Jackie, just being undisciplined. This is a tight game, 5 points difference, and those little mental mistakes are unforgivable.
Free throw up and in by Gonzalez. Second free throw, no. Brazil has outscored Argentina 12-3 since the 7-12 mark of this quarter. Now Ezian the jumper, no. And that's going to be a foul on Justino. They'll walk down to the other end as there it's a bonus situation. Fiorato clearly had position on that.
Ezian taking another right-hand drive, and good block box out by Fiorato. 23 years old.
Argentina back up 7. Second free throw, no. Costa. On the drive. Runs into, was it Santana or Fiorato? Now a technical issue to the bench as all the players jumped up and demonstrated after the lack of a call. I happen to agree with them. I thought there was contact there.
It's definitely contact, that's for
maybe
sure.
A good no call. In real time, my instinct that it was a foul on the defense, but watching it there, might have been a no call. And that's exactly what it was. The free throw was good. Back to an 8-point lead for Argentina. Barani, little give and go to Boquete. That rolls off. Oh, and then Justino throws an elbow.
And the foul.
No question, the foul on Fiorato.
Yeah,
but
you
then
see the wrap around again. Behind her, Fiorato tried to reach all around.
Luis Zenon had wanted a timeout. Now he just walked over to the scorer's table and says, cancel that.
See Fiorato, both
There's
hands.
the foul, but then
She didn't really, she threw maybe,
Yeah.
moved her torso, threw a little bit of a shoulder, but not an elbow. Arms didn't come out. Pressure from Brazil.
48-42, 2:15 to play third quarter. Fioretto from the baseline. Nice shot by Celia Fioretto.
Well, there's her answer to try to forget about the foul she took earlier.
She's got 7, 2 minutes to play in the third. Argentina hanging on to an 8-point lead. Get it inside to Justino, working on Fioretto. Banks it off the glass. Good defense by Fioretto, but a better shot by Gilmara Justino.
Very difficult basket to make.
Gonzalez. She drives. Easy layup. And now Zanon wants his timeout. Minute 29 to play in the third. Argentina back up 8. 52-44. Isian leading the way with 19 points for Brazil. No one in double figures for Argentina, but they still have an 8-point lead. Gretter leading with 8 points.
Gretter was a lot more aggressive in that first half, and it is something that we have talked about often. When Melissa Gretter is more aggressive, attacking, taking shots, her entire team is better. She had 6 in the first half. She only has got 2 points in this half so far, and she's not on the floor at the present moment. But hopefully in the fourth quarter, when she comes back, most likely she'll go back to this attacking point guard mentality she's shown so far in the game.
Now the 3 circles off, and after giving up only 12 points in each of the first 2 periods, Argentina has given up 20 in the third. Oh, a nice feed to Barani. She gets it out to Boquete for 3. And a foul, I believe, on Patricia Ribeiro. I thought they were going to get Justino there. But on Ribeiro, that's her 3rd foul. Barani excited after making the first free throw. Back to a 9-point lead. Nets them both, and it's back to 10 for Argentina. 54-44, a minute to play in the third. Paixão on the drive, throws it up wildly. Now Argentina on the move. Gonzalez on the attack and draws the foul.
Jackie on the floor, but I like the way Gonzalez drove on Jackie here.
Yeah.
She changed her body right there into her. Jackie was trying to go for the charge, but she was still moving, not set.
I thought Gonzalez was going to circle around and reset the offense, maybe get a 2 for 1. Gonzalez hits the second. 11-point lead back for Argentina, 55-44. Jackie in the corner. Is he on? Now to Patty Ribeiro. Inside to Justino. Back out to Jackie. 3 on the way. Bang!
Beautiful shot. Jackie was waiting for that shot. And she is 3 for 4 today. 75%.
Less than a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's at 9, and now Fioretto loses it out of bounds. Brazil will get a chance to get another bucket before the end of the third.
Inside, outside, that was the shot.
Paixão hits at the buzzer. Brazil cuts it from 11 to 6 in a matter of seconds. And going into the fourth quarter, Argentina leading 55-49. We're back from Edmonton. This is the FIBA Americas 2015 Women's Championships. (55-49) Argentina. Brazil scored more points in that quarter than they had the entire game to that point. They had 24 at halftime, scored 25 in that third quarter to give them 49. Argentina put up 17 in that quarter. Their offense has been relatively consistent. Both of these teams will go to the semifinals. It's just a matter of who has to play the buzzsaw Canadians. Neither team wants to do that. Collado starting the fourth quarter on the bench. A 3 from Paixão, air ball, but caught by Ribeiro. Saved ahead to Argentina, however. Three from the corner for Gonzalez, no good. And Boquete, the last to touch that one. And Chantal, give us an insight into a coach's mind. If you are Argentina giving up that run at the end of the third quarter, what do you say to your team about going into the fourth?
Well, it's not just about the run at the end of that quarter, it's about the entire quarter. Brazil was 3 for 4 at the three-point line, all of them coming from, 1 from Isiane, 2 from Jackie, and he couldn't stop Isiane on the right hand. They went 6 for 6 at the free throw, too many fouls. It was a defensive breakdown on Argentina's part, not stopping the best player doing the best moves. That's just simple. Isiane cannot go right. Jackie cannot shot the 3. Simple stuff like that. More concentration needed on the part of Argentina.
Redder thought she was going to take that one all the way on Paixão. Greta on the outside, 8 to shoot. Now Fiorato has it poked out of there and stolen. Ribeiro misses the layup. Justino goes up and she's fouled by Fiorato. That's going to be 3 on Celia Fiorato.
Oh, stemming from a mishandling, a steal from Patchy. In an offensive rebound from Gill.
Santana on for Boquete now.
And without Collado on the floor, Brazil closing the gap even more.
Justino from the free throw line, 5 for 5 now. Brazil has made its last 10 free throws in a row. They are to within 2, 55-53. And partner, we have ourselves a ball game.
Very excited about this fourth quarter.
Now a foul called on Patricia Ribeiro.
You know how emotional the game started. Collado, chest bumping on Santana. Unsportsmanlike, technical foul on both benches. A warning of technical on Karina from Brazil. Imagine this fourth quarter as the game gets tight like that.
Somehow Greta got her own rebound after that layup miss. 4 to shoot. Thomas, beautiful lead inside to Fiorato, and she scores. What a pass as the shot clock was winding down, and Fiorato had the presence of mind to go right back up with it. Is he on the nice pass underneath?
Well, equally, both teams using the ball screen really well. On the roll, connecting with their post players inside.
And really Santana lucky she wasn't called for a foul because there was some contact in the back. And now a double dribble. Stephanie Thomas.
Look at this. Screen, roll, pass, executed to perfection.
Now a 3 on the way, that's good! Izzy on from long range.
We just said how she was 0 for 10 in the tournament. She's 2 for 2 tonight.
She gives Brazil the lead at 58-57. Gonzalez on the drive. Little floater, that goes, and she gives Argentina the lead back, 59-58. Paixão. Over to Izzian. Now to Justino.
Wow! Unbelievable move and points.
Fiorato got a piece of that initially.
6 minutes to go, 6:22. Where is Vega? Where's Collado?
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Gonzalez goes to the hole. Now Izzian for 3. Oh, that's good!
I can barely believe this. Izzian is taking the game over.
Izzian with 25 points now. Brazil with a 2-point lead, 63-61. Argentina has led this game for nearly 32 minutes. Brazil just a little over 32 seconds. Now there's Vega up off the front of the rim, and Brazil is running. Paixão pops, back tap to Stephanie Thomas. Boquete. Argentina slows it down. Listen to the Argentine fans behind the bench. And Gonzalez on the drive. The foul is called before the shot. The foul on Jackie DePaula, her third. Now Collado back in. And Justino comes out. I'm not sure I want Justino out of this game.
Yeah, I agree with you. When you have a player doing so well, you might just want to keep that same unit. I understand Collado should be going back at this point as well. Maybe sub somebody else, but coaches know better.
Vega's 18-footer, no good. Brazil looking to extend. Zion on the drive, has it blocked by Boquete.
Zion not as successful driving left.
Collado. Yeah, I thought she traveled, and then maybe a 3-second call.
Well,
but Collado gives her team a 4-point lead.
That justifies the sub taking Gill off the game.
Now Thomas loses the handle, and then stolen back by Boquete. Gonzalez for three. Collado the rebound. This is the biggest lead of the game for Brazil at 4. And then unable to convert on the layup is Boquete.
Both teams just missed very beautiful opportunities. Easy layup. And look at this here, and she traveled, but the basket counted. They missed a fairly important call at this point in time, I would say.
5 lead changes in this game. I have a feeling that that's not going to be that final total. 65-61 Brazil, their biggest lead of the game, 4. The biggest lead of the game for Argentina was 18.
The momentum has definitely changed in that third quarter. Whatever Coach Zano talked about at halftime, I know you asked for my opinion, but he definitely had the right things to say.
Now, if you're Christian Santander in this huddle, he's talking more X's and O's than any kind of motivational speech.
Well, he's got to find a way to score. They haven't been able to convert on barely anything lately, so certainly how to get the ball back to Vega, how to get back to their best scorer. Gonzalez with 12 points so far, Greder 8, Vega 7, Thomas 7, Fiorotto 9, Boquete 8. How they're going to score is what Coach Santander needs to figure out.
Yeah, Deborah Gonzalez leading Argentina with 12 points off the bench. She usually averages just over 8. Paixão trying to shake Greder and couldn't. Here comes the screen from Collado. Greder stays with her.
Greder is discussing with Vega. She's got to maybe help a little more. There was some discussion between the two Argentinians.
Paixão to the free throw line. She's 1 for 1 in the game. This is there. 3:52 to play. Second one misses. And now a foul called As Boquete was trapped in the corner, she dribbled her way out of it, got the pass away. And the foul is on Isabella Ramona, her first.
Brazil's going to have to be careful now. There are 14 fouls, and they do not want to send Argentina to the free throw line. Argentina is having trouble scoring in a 5-on-5. And it's already
another foul.
Already bonus. Exactly what Brazil did not want to do.
Only 2 team fouls to this point for Argentina, so Argentina can shoot themselves back into the game from the free throw line. Remember, the winner of this game gets Cuba at 6 o'clock on Saturday in the semifinal. The loser of this game takes on Canada at 3:30 in the first semifinal. Redder hits them both. 2-point game.
A full court individual defense for Argentina.
Paixão. Oh, Vega jumps out on her. There had to be the mismatch somewhere. Paixão hits the long deuce. 67-63. Paixão has 7 points now. Redder on the drive. She wanted to give it to Vega, but Vega was not in position. Rosette has had a quiet game. She tries to feed it inside and then kicked out of bounds. And that's good for Argentina. Shot clock goes back to 14.
Look at Vega hedging on the screen. Goes back on the defender. Miscommunication defensively between Vega and Santana.
Oh, and that shot blocked by Collado. Oh, Jackie lined up the 3 instead. Air ball by Paixão. Now a nice pass to Greder. Oh, she sees the defensive Jackie come over and she has to back it out. Greder. Now Vega. Ball fake. Floater. And in!
Beautiful layup. It wasn't Vega. It's a very unorthodox shot. A little floater.
Vega now with 9. 2:20 to play in regulation. Lob inside, defended by Vega.
Great defense.
And now a
Vega.
foul called against Ramona. Luis Zanon had just signaled that he wanted timeout, but Ramona commits the foul, and Argentina can tie it with this trip to the free throw line. Andrea Boquete. She's 1 for 2 from the stripe from this one, or rather in this one. First one short. Second free throw is up and in, and we've got a 1-point game. Timeout on the floor. Charge to Brazil. They have 1 left, as does Argentina. A 1-point game. Well, partner, we saw some blowouts this week. We've been waiting for some tight games, and we've had some here today, with the exception of the Canada win over Cuba. Venezuela and Ecuador was tight in the first game of the day. And at this point, I'm always fascinated by coaching techniques at this stage of a game, at this stage of a tournament. Some coaches are X's and O's. Here's what I want you to execute. Some coaches get red in the face and get you excited. Looks like both coaches, at least in this instance, are X's and O's. What's your style?
I believe in remaining calm. Very important. The energy has to be managed and fed on the floor, but coaches needs to be teachers. what are the 2 or maximum 3 points you will address in a timeout? Is it clear, and is the entire team on the same page? That's the most important.
You can motivate them and excite them, but if you don't motivate them on the proper thing to do, it doesn't do you any good.
Exactly.
2 minutes to play. Izian, pull-up jumper from the baseline, no. Rebound underneath. A lot of hands up there, and Argentina comes away with it, trailing by 1.
We hear the Argentinians fans.
Pretty good contingent behind the bench.
Yes.
Vega the shot fake. Now Gretter for 3. Collado the rebound. Minute 30 to play. Vega fell over. They could not find Collado, and it comes out of there to Argentina. Rosset lays it in. Argentina's got the lead, a 68-67 with a minute 12 to play.
What a layup and a pass from Melissa Gretter.
Paixão. Oh, Collado was wide open on the roll. Pass stolen by Rosset. She's got Izian to beat. Ball goes up, just about gets stuck between the cylinder and the glass. Poked out from behind by Boquete, and it's going to remain Brazil ball.
On that last ball, Rosset. Oh.
At this stage of the game, just couldn't quite get enough vertical in those tired legs.
She just completed a beautiful layup. That was much harder than the one she missed right after.
I think Michelle Hendry over on the TSN feed is going to need some oxygen in a moment. Jackie for 3, short. Rebound Rosset. Argentina by 1. 30 seconds to play. Ball tipped out of bounds into the scorer's table by Brazil. Argentinian fans making lots of noise. Gretter to Gonzalez. 10 to shoot. Gretter out near midcourt to Boquete. Argentina milking the clock. Gretter for 3. That's good! A three-pointer! I think they're going to review it, though, to see if it's a 2.
The timeout was called by the Brazilian coach. They want to advance the ball with 13.1 seconds left on the clock.
They may review this. Let's see if we get a look at it here. Oh, it was a clear 3.
Yeah, it's a clear 3.
So Argentina with a 4-point lead.
13 seconds. That's a 2-possession game at this point in time. Look at the reaction from the Argentinian bench.
They're looking at it.
Oh.
It was a 3, clearly a 3-pointer. The Argentine coaches wanting to get a look at the monitor.
Well, we know that they don't need to worry. Yeah, it is a 3. Which makes it a 2-possession game.
Argentina can foul here, too. They're only at 2 team fouls. 13.1 to play. Brazil trailing by 4. Ronnie didn't know she was in the game.
No. And she got pulled in quite fast by her coach. I like your suggestion to take your foul, and that should be done before the player is starting to attack the basket.
might take the foul now so you can see what Brazil has set up. Is he on? Over to Patty. She drives, and there's the foul on the floor.
Excellent, excellent decision from Argentina. The clock moved from 13.1 to 9.1, so they spared 4 seconds.
The foul on Pavone, her 4th. Now back inside to Izian. The three-pointer, no good. And Collado and Barani wrestling for position on the rebound. They're going to get Barani. 4.1 to play. Argentina still with the 4-point lead. Still not a shooting foul. Brazil to inbound. And they're going to have to foul. Collado scores to get to within 2 at 71-69. 3.3 seconds to play. Argentina takes timeout. Now in FIBA rules, they have to take it the length of the floor. They don't get to take it out in their own end. Brazil is going to have to foul here.
Argentina took that timeout on Brazil's basket. Therefore, they will get to advance the ball in their front court. Yes, they do. The rules have changed so many times along the years. I have a hard time keeping them straight myself, but in FIBA, you do advance the ball. Now, if Brazil had taken that timeout, it would have avoided the ball from being moved forward. And so it depends which team takes the timeout in that situation. Brazil was out of timeout, so they couldn't avoid that. So, but for all the coaches out there in that situation, if you do have a timeout left and you're the team that just scored the basket, call it first at the table this way. Both teams have a chance to talk to their team, but the ball doesn't advance just like now for Argentina.
And if you're Argentina, you have your best ball handlers on the floor, and that's what they appear to have. And there's the foul. 1.1 seconds ticks off. The foul on Deborah da Costa, her 4th.
And one of the reasons Argentina waited for the ball to get inbounded before actually purposely taking a foul. If they do this before, it is a technical foul. It would allow them to shoot a free throw. It would also give them back the ball on the sideline again. And the goal of fouling like this, of course, is to try to get possession back with the ball.
And again, that's the FIBA rules. Rossette's free throw is good. 72-69, 2.2 seconds. Rossette, the dagger! Now no fouls here. From half court, it won't matter. Argentina wins! 73-69. And look at the celebration by the Argentinian coaching staff. They win Group B. They will face Cuba in the semifinals. Brazil, meanwhile, will face Canada.
Oh, and Vega, so emotional. She is crying. You know, this is why this is emotional for her. 1 year ago, tears her ACL in the South American Championship Finals. Both teams met each other in the lobby of the hotel before. Cannot complete the game. Brazil wins the championship. Rubs it up into their faces a little bit. Vega spends a year without playing, rehabs her knee, is here today at the FIBA America qualifier, finishes first, and helped her team to finish first in her pool. This is why she's so emotional about it.
Brazil, a valiant comeback. They came back from 18 down, took a 4-point lead in the 4th quarter, and then Argentina down the stretch hit their foul shots, played good defense, And they were able to come away with a 4-point win, 73-69. We've talked about the numbers, I think, enough on this one. Paixão leading Brazil with 25 points. Boquete and Gonzalez each with 12 for Argentina. Gretter had 10. What an unbelievable game. And the celebration by Argentina, partner, this is only a preliminary round game.
I know. I think they're happy for many reasons. A little bit of a revenge from last year. Also, the chance, so to speak, to not play Canada. Nobody wants to play Canada right now. They feel they have a better chance at making it to a final game, crossing against Cuba in the semifinal.
Once again, the final score from the Saville Community Sports Center. Argentina 73, Brazil 69. Argentina will face Cuba at 6 o'clock on Saturday in the semifinals. Canada will face Brazil at 3:30 on Saturday in the first semi. The fifth place game set between Puerto Rico and Venezuela for 1:15 on Saturday. After 5 days of preliminary play, we are off tomorrow. So we will see you on Saturday at 1:15 from Edmonton. For my partner, Chantal Vallée, everybody in the TSN truck, livebasketball.tv. I'm Craig Feta saying so long from Edmonton, where once again, Argentina drops Brazil 73-69. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.